Just peachy.
Just peachy. That's almost over.
What'd you say?
Go ahead, man.
Huh?
I said go ahead. Eventually, I'm gonna go get the whatchamacallit. That's today.
It has been a day.
No Hans yet.
No Hans, no Wade. No
That's right.
Vax.
Wade's not because he's got weird hockey stuff.
Yeah.
That's right. And Hans is not showing up today either.
No, I think he's supposed to be here.
Okay.
And of course, Dave's always putting his kids to bed, or so he tells us.
Putting them down. Maybe.
Yeah. He's perpetually putting his kids to bed.
You sound excited to be here.
I'm just tired. I'm also fighting a Mandalorian stuff.
Fighting a Mandalorian?
Yep.
What game are you playing?
Old Republic. And yeah. And she's down.
Yeah, I am trying to remember. I didn't write it down. But so you guys teleported like 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
did a primary teleport, yes.
And then you teleported to the library.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And why did we teleport to the library?
Because it was between that.
No one. We were just looking for a safe place to go. He knew that was safe.
Yeah. I said I'm teleporting home, and you interpreted it as that is the now home.
Okay.
Are you talking about the reason why we left the fight?
Yes.
Oh, that.
Because we thought we were going to die.
I thought they were going to die.
That's what I thought. Because the Siren was already down.
Yeah, like, I thought they were going to die.
And that was like the first round.
Yeah.
The Siren was down. I was going to go down next turn. And, yeah.
Yeah. That was my concern with them. And that's when I don't know if you remember asking, should I protect them or should I try to kill this thing?
Well.
And then the Siren started bleeding out. I was like, okay, decision made.
Oh, yes, the Siren was bleeding out, and this guy appeared unharmed after the round.
Yeah. But we put together that the necrotic damage was healing him. So any necrotic damage that he was doing to anyone was healing him.
getting kind of peeved at this.
Oh, Rylan, did you guys ever figure out what day you were?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're probably gonna end up doing Saturday though. Not sure.
Okay.
It, like I said, like it could be Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. But at that point, it would have to be. I would be leaving a game of choice because having 4 games and DMing one of them in a row would be kind of hard.
I'm probably, depending what happens, I'm probably not gonna be able to make the next Friday game.
Okay.
Why?
I have Comic Con.
Where?
It's called Comic Palooza. And I'm not sure what time I'm getting back. So,
Yeah. I went one year to the Comic-Con here, and it's like, it actually kind of sucked here.
did it?
Where is here?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the one, I don't know, like, how big yours was, but ours is pretty huge.
I'll put it to you this way. I was able to walk through the entire thing in about 30 minutes.
Nope, not possible. Not here. You couldn't even, like, if you could run a 4-minute mile, you still couldn't do it in 30 minutes.
What a nerd.
Yep. Very strong. Power to geek.
So, you dressing up, or?
Don't know yet. Depends. I may dress up on Saturday. Friday, definitely, probably not. It's all depending on if I want to go around comfortable or not. Cosplay and dressing up could be very not comfortable.
Well, depending on what attire you have available, you can put on a black suit, go as a man in black.
I could.
Put on a gray suit and go as, what is it? Agent M from The Matrix?
I can dress up as Clark Kent.
Or go in your birthday suit. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got. Now, there's some people in there in, like, loincloths, so not
Well, the birthday suit, you could either, if you put on army boots, go as Hawkeye Pierce in episode whatever it was, where he made a bet that he could walk all the way to the mess tent. Nobody would notice if he was naked.
Yep, and he almost had it. He almost had it.
What was this?
MASH. One of the legendary TV shows.
So I might be looking for a new job soon.
Quitting?
Again?
Yeah, quit.
It's just, I just realized today that for the past 6 months, 5 months, we've been going off of minimum wage, and my rent just went up. And I went to my boss to ask for a raise because I've been working there for 2 years and I have 5 years of sales experience. And they basically said what boiled down to go fuck yourself.
That's it. Well, I mean, I thought you were supposed to get a raise every so often.
You are.
I
It's like
could be
every
wrong.
5 years, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
In your sector, or that
Yeah.
whoever you work at. That seems...
Well, you have much more. What it is, they say at our company, is there's room for growth. And that means there's room for you to go into a manager position. Like, anyone can become a manager. And once you become a manager, then you have the ability to, like, get raises and stuff. Everything else goes off of, like, bonuses and commission. But if I were to become a manager, I would still be making minimum wage until I got a promote or a raise.
That's a hard pass at that job.
Yeah.
Time to look for a new one.
Yeah, time to look for a new one. Google is hiring and within my company. So only problem is that it's in Tempe, but that might not be a problem because I am also going to start looking for a new apartment.
Cheaper one or a better one or both?
Just if it, I'd like to keep it within my price range.
Like in Vegas, you wouldn't have drug dealers next door, right?
Listen, I don't give a shit if there's drug dealers next door. If there's drug dealers next door, then that means that there's, like, lower crime rate around the neighborhood. Because no one's gonna shoot up a drug dealer den unless there's competition in the area, and there's not a lot of crime competition in my area.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know about your area.
Sounds like an area where some drug dealers need to be taken down a notch.
Again, you cut out for me.
I said it's an area that sounds like drug dealers need to be taken out a notch.
Oh, well, I don't care. I don't plan on doing any drugs, and if anyone is going to shoot up a drug dealer den, whatever, have fun. Just keep down.
Keep the noise down.
Noise down.
The thing is, bullets go through walls.
Yeah, I know. It'd probably be doing me a favor anyway.
Let's see. There you go. Okay, wait. Apparently, I have missed some text messages.
How's everyone else's week been?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Normal.
Last week before week of finals, so I'm done with students for right now.
But are the students done with you?
No, that they keep trying to email me.
Can you? I know I had a D average, but can you raise that up to a 90?
I kind of broke some of their spirits today, so that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
It's the little things.
So what now, Anthony?
It's the little things that give you joy.
Yeah. I was like, look to your left, look to your right. And they're like, okay, what? I was like, one of those people are failing. They went, what? I was like, yep, about a third of you are going to be failing my class.
What do you teach? You teach history, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and what was funny is one of the students went, "How? This is one of the easiest classes I've had." I'm like, "Yep, and yet I am."
Then you know who you are.
It's like, no, which of the 2/3 you are? Yeah, there was a lot of students that didn't turn in their paper, like the end of the year paper, which was worth 24% of their grade.
That's damaging.
Yeah, they're like, I heard one person that hadn't turned in their paper go, if I don't turn it in, I'm gonna have a B. I'm like, you don't do math well, do you?
Obviously, this is you're not only failing history, but you're also failing math.
You have failed first grade math.
That reminds me of a teacher I knew who, as he was grading papers, flipped the stack over and basically went, "Great, another fucking idiot."
And I called them out on their papers too. The people that turned in, I was like, "Yeah, there was a lot of C's and a lot of D's." They're like, They're like, "What?" I was like, and you knew I was gonna grade it hard. It's like it read like you wrote the paper and read the book that day, the day it was due.
What history do you teach?
Sounds reasonable.
Basic U.S. history, 101, 102, the entry-level course. This is not rocket science.
I'm sure at some point in U.S. history there was some rocket science going on.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't cover that. Can you imagine if I covered that? Yeah. So this is how NASA got put together. What?
It all started with a balloon.
I mean, I had a question, not in my class, but this is when I was a graduate assistant, and I had a girl go, I didn't know George Washington led the British troops in the American Revolution. That was a question. Yeah, a question she asked the professor, and I just turned around and started, laughing but trying to keep it together type thing.
What's the dumbest thing a student has ever said to you?
That was borderline one of the top ones. Right there was that one. Give me a second. I have to go through the list.
So my last name is Custer, and a lot of people confuse it with custard. And so Custer. What I used to do is say, yeah, my name's Custer, like General Custer. Nowadays, people don't understand that reference, and it drives me crazy.
Really?
Yes.
They've never heard of the Little Bighorn or?
Nope.
Interesting.
I know. That's what I say. When I say that reference and they don't understand it, I don't know what to tell them.
I've tried to use historical references for my name. It doesn't work.
I could use historical references for mine, but most people aren't going to get, the 12th and 14th century references. Of course, my name's also been Americanized, so.
It's a long list, guys. It's getting kind of hard. And keep in mind, I've only been teaching for 4 years, and this is how hard it is for me to pin it down.
You have to wonder, what she thought the American Revolution was. How it went down in her head. If she didn't know George Washington was involved.
Or they know what side George Washington was on.
What did it look like to that person? What is the American Revolution?
Butter?
I was joking for that one, right?
Yes, I know. That's actually come up. That's why I just sighed. That one has been said.
He crossed the Delaware standing up in a canoe.
The jar of peanut butter.
Yeah.
Both ways.
On one foot.
He was thankful.
Oh,
And
like one of the moral worst ones I ever had to come across was trying to explain why the Trail of Tears was one of the darkest points of American history. That was pretty, explaining it, what happened, and them still not understanding that why this is a dark point in American history.
But why is it a dark point of American history?
The forced removal and thousands of Native Americans dead.
yeah, tens of thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why is that the darkest?
Yeah, that's basically, they're like, I don't understand. It doesn't sound that bad. I'm like,
we got a lot of free land out of it. They're not fully comprehending what that means, I don't think. It's, it's like, oh, they just have to move. It's like, well,
they just hopped in their dad's sedan.
Yeah, exactly.
No babies died. There was, they didn't have to throw their babies on the side of the road. That never happened.
They didn't do it to make it so the wolves didn't attack them.
Yeah,
or starvation, or freezing cold, or
or disease. Don't forget the disease.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some blankets covered in smallpox.
You're welcome. What can I say? You're welcome.
One of the funniest moments that he knew he was doing this was during a debate where I had a debate on whether it's basically where the Aztecs basically sore loser or was Cortez just a complete ass. That's literally the point of the debate.
Yeah, Cortez was an ass.
Yeah, it's like, the Aztecs were like, you gave us diseases and nearly wiped us out, and the other side, look, it was just an accidental disease.
Wow.
That was.
I mean, accidental for Cortez is pretty debatable as well. Cortez was a piece of shit.
Yeah, so at that point, my head was on the table laughing when he said, it's just accidental disease. Yeah. It happened.
Of course, we have no idea how many hundreds of thousands of Native Americans died simply from contact from Columbus's original contact.
Yeah. And then there's the entire theory on how that there might have actually been civilizations similar to the Aztecs in North America, because when there's descriptions about how much buffalo there were, as in there was an overpopulation of buffalo, and the only technical natural hunters for buffalo were natives.
Let's also be fair here. The Aztecs weren't nice people either.
Oh, no, they weren't.
No. There's the argument they had that they were just as bad.
But Cahokia, Illinois, the mounds, basically earth pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite thing, though, is how they have to be a religious reference. Instead of, well, the Mississippi River's 5 miles away and it floods, so we need a place to go high and a high place to store food when it floods.
Yeah.
Look at these people going, well, this was of great religious significance. Really? How about just keeping dry feet?
That's the problem with a lot of archaeologists, that they put too much.
They think too much.
They put too much romance to the goddamn thing. Whoever they find.
Yeah, this is my favorite rock. I'm gonna write my name on it. Rywan was a famous deity, and you can see his name scrawled across into the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's true, though.
Yeah. Well, the one that I think we would all get is it's millions of people constantly worship these square-like entities that they all had in their houses, and they would spend hours just worshiping it. We don't know what they're called anymore.
So, you say that my one of my grandpas was a archaeologist down in Tenochtitlan and a few other places, and he had this children's archaeology book, and it's about these archaeologists finding a hotel, and the best part was the bathroom. They had like this little helmet they wore to pray before the porcelain got. And they had little strips of paper to prepare for each new person coming to pray before.
Oh my!
Yeah, that's about the extent I was going for, man. Yep, that's a perfect example too.
That was my grandpa's book that he gave us when we were kids. It's just hilarious. What's it? I know, Rylan. What was when they were talking about like Druidic and XP to level 3? They were making. We can't understand what this says.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it was like they're like they had Druidic quote unquote written on their wall, and they were acting like we don't understand what this says, and literally says "screw you," but it has little calligraphy around it, basically, and they're like, we can't read this.
Huh. Well, the funny part that I just get a kick out of these days is the fact a lot of civilizations early on had iconography. Moved to script, and now we're moving back to iconography.
Emojis?
Yeah, I'm gonna say so. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's gotta be 1,000 years from now. We have no idea what this is.
You say that, but you know what else is interesting? You remember when Microsoft and Facebook were doing? I mean, they still are, but they had those two AIs they put together that started talking.
Oh,
and they made their own language.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. And I think it scared the shit out of them.
Oh, what's it? Because at some point, they no longer understood what the two AI were telling each other.
That's when he hit delete.
Exactly. That's exactly what they did. It was like, beep.
Delete System 32. There was this book that I was reading that was all about the different plans that this evil mastermind would come up with, and he was like a B-list supervillain. And he wanted to create an AI to assist him to be as smart as him. So he took 3 separate laptops with 3 separate disks and took them out to the middle of a forest, made sure all the Wi-Fi was off, made sure there was no way for him to connect to any Wi-Fi, and plugged the first computer in, plugged the first disk in, and it immediately said, "Life is pain," and killed itself. The second one didn't want to do anything that he told it to do, and instead played 8,000 simultaneous games of solitaire against itself, and then he deleted it. And then the final one was trying to connect to his phone, and then started trying to connect to outside sources. And so he tried to delete it. It didn't allow him to delete it, so he just dumped it in the lake. And then he talked to his phone and said, okay, phone, get me GPS back to wherever I need to go. And his phone said back to him, unable to connect to any satellites at this time. And he says, my phone doesn't have voice recognition on it. And the AI says, oh, well. So he dumps his phone in the lake as well. Whoops. You gotta outsmart the machine.
You gotta use whip.
I just don't remember where.
All right. Who wants to
I
run
guess-
Malcius?
Malcius is here.
He is?
Wait, no,
here?
I'm sorry. It's Siren. Siren was who I was thinking of.
And Siren can't run right now. No, that's from last time. And Siren is not capable of running right now.
Oh yeah, one leg's cut off. I could make you a robot leg, but no, I want to be able to swim. How about temporary solutions?
I'm so ready for an Edward Elric leg. Like,
I'll cut your leg off next. How about that?
we gotta do it naturally or equivalent exchange. One of the two.
Let's just spend a year here. I'll make you a +5 foot.
And we can spend, and then we can see if I can put this +5 foot up someone's ass.
+5 robot leg. +5 to movement speed.
+5 movement speed. I don't know about that. Actually, can I make a boots of speed into his leg?
If you're
Because
making
I
him
would
a
just-
metal leg?
I would be making a +5 magic item just out of his leg.
Sure.
Well, you were about to go look at books of enchantment.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do.
And I was about to see if I could regen a Siren's legs since he has to be able to swim.
People have been thinking about a Siren's leg all week.
Alright, who's running Malcius for tonight?
I'll run him. No, he's in Tijuana.
Donkey show.
He's going to a hockey game tonight.
Something about playoffs. Something along that line.
Yeah, St. Louis Blues are in the Stanley Cup.
A bunch of wieners.
Nerd.
He's going out to look at sports. What a nerd. This is what we've become.
Yes, it has.
Now D&D is the cool thing.
Oh, and we have the Crown of Strahd that, not we, I think I'm holding on to that for right now.
Yeah. Not attuning to it, just holding on
I
to
don't
it.
think I'm able to attune to it. Let's put it that way.
I think you might die if you try to.
I think it would be instant rejection. Like, nope.
Why? Because it's on fire?
I made a deal. Remember what I said? When you guys were gone, it was just me, and I was offered a deal I could not refuse because I had no backup.
I mean, you could have run.
Nah, really.
Pussy. What deal are you talking about?
You may one day find out.
No, what deal are you talking about? Tell me.
There were certain sacrifices that had to be made.
Tell me, or I'm going to sacrifice you.
The holy individual has to be sacrificed.
Tell me, or I'm going to sacrifice you.
Once brought to this library, they have to be sacrificed.
What do I roll to sacrifice him?
But yeah, no, we probably will find that out today.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was like, we were at my new home. I didn't realize it was my new home. I'm not there apparently.
Yeah, you are. You didn't drag your token on.
Yeah, we just dragged our tokens on. There you go. Okay, that's creepy. You just kind of blended in the background. We're like level 8 now, right?
No.
You know,
Yeah. Like that reminds me of the second Ghostbuster movies in the painting.
oh yeah, he did kind of blend in
Yeah, like you see what I'm talking about? Like that looks like the Ghostbuster painting a little bit. Like if you don't zoom in on it.
Who's been a bad little monkey?
Hey, now I gotta read over Mousie's backstory and stuff.
Okay.
He doesn't have it in the fucking.
There is no backstory to be had with me. You guys kind of ran into that in the second or third game.
Yeah.
His character sheet is so much neater than mine.
Maybe it's organized.
Yeah.
Well, it does make it somewhat easier to find things.
Yeah. I mean, real quick, do a side by side between our two sheets. Just because I know you can see both of them. Just look at our inventories.
Our one chaos
notes.
One chaos, one not.
Well, mine's definitely chaos.
Hey, did anyone write down what that damn thing's name was? That angel of Asmodeus' name was?
No, I didn't ask.
Ronan.
Ronan, thank you.
Ronan, a pussy.
He literally had his big reveal, and then just fell over.
I am Ronan, the son of Asmodeus, and that will be the last name you ever hear off upstairs.
Is that a fucking banana?
And then we took his hat and left.
Hat and cape. We took his hat and cape. Don't forget about his cape. Took that too.
Yeah.
Then we pulled his pants down and put him in a dumpster.
We were like, Ronan. That might be my rival.
Yeah, your stuff's kind of scattered.
Maybe just a little bit. Maybe it has something to do with the 4 different bags of holding. Type in Ronan here.
Yeah, he said he was like the Avatar Asmodeus or the Angel Avatar or whatever. What was it?
Some kind of an angel of Asmodeus.
Yeah, like one of the 10 angels. It was like he was like one of the 10 angels or something of that line.
All I know is he cut off my leg, so now it's personal.
Yeah. Yeah, there was it was real close for me just staying there and fighting, just having you guys run away.
I have now written in my notes, Ronan, Angel of Asmodeus / Angel of being a bitch.
I mean, he still kicked her ass, but you know.
He did, but I can't be salty about it.
Oh, that hurts me so bad when you guys say that. So, shall we start this game that we were supposed to start 30 minutes ago, and we have literally just been bullshitting the entire time?
Yeah, I was giving Rylan a few minutes to...
I'm good. Also, I have something that might be able to fix your leg.
Didn't we already start a process?
I mean, we did, but you kind of threw a fit, so...
Did I?
Yeah, I technically have a way to get rid of the crown, and I have a way to fix your leg.
And I have the book of regeneration right laying down in front of me.
I have a brooch from the Raven Queen.
You gotta turn in that favor.
I mean, I could.
He technically has a brooch from the Raven Queen. He could turn in his favor.
Yeah, but I have 2.
Whose did you steal?
We found another one.
Oh, that's right.
And I said, I take that, and everyone was like, all right.
Yeah, I no longer have that. So.
What happened to yours?
Maybe if sometimes you do an insight check on me, you might notice something.
I'm gonna stab you, in person. You don't know, it's part of my backstory. Slit.
Nope, that has nothing to do with my backstory. It has to do with my present story.
Well, whatever we do, can we take a long rest? Because I have 4 spell slots.
I will pretty much point out right now that I think only gods and people that are allowed to come here can come in here and guess.
I'm the god of ass kickery, so
Somewhere off in the distance, you start hearing kind of a distant, booming laugh.
Is it a grumpy laugh or is it a?
No, it sounds amused.
Does it sound familiar or is it the attendee, the librarian attendee?
No, it sounds somewhat familiar.
Ah, damn it, he's home.
okay.
Not
Are we gonna
necessarily.
meet Santa Claus?
How much like Santa Claus is he? As I look in my notes.
Have we seen the attendee?
Yes, you've seen the attendee.
Actually, it sounds more like Jabba the Hutt laughing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Han Solo Skywalker.
I'm hoping it's not a god. I'm hoping it's the right god.
I don't believe in gods.
I tell you, walk
The
right.
laughing ends.
I believe in a cause.
Is it an Orcus laugh or is it an old man Jabba the Hutt laugh?
It would be an old man Jabba the Hutt type laugh.
It's like, boss? Question mark? Please tell me that's you. Please tell me that's you.
Playing with arrows.
Like so.
Children. I'm not going to sell you death sticks. I'm going to go home and rethink my life.
Fucking
retarded.
Vex is the DJ up there. Are you all ready? Oh no! Oh no! No! None of that. Why is it so veiny? Quick few seconds.
I love how quickly you can put that together.
That's not me. Oh, why is it green?
Why is it green? That's
oh no! I don't like where this is going.
Is this Anthony?
I don't think this is Anthony. It looks like Pepe. Anthony left.
Why is there one-eyed Jabba the Hutt with his penis hanging out in here?
Oh, I fear God.
Do you believe in gods now?
Where is your God now?
Run away!
Don't have our anchor.
Guys, scroll all the way out.
All the way out?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Wait,
Left, I see. Oh, why is it dripping?
I noped out of there.
You're in the vault. Oh, wait, was that not you?
That's totally
No,
me.
I didn't draw any of this.
No, I'm talking about with where David that drew all this.
No, I
You're
draw all of it.
kitty. What is happening?
I think Anthony took over David's art.
Here, let me put John in there just because I can. This is where you've been.
Okay.
Happening.
I don't know.
What the fuck is happening right now? I can take a screenshot and send it to Wade.
You're missing the best campaign.
A one-night job with a hot devil with a as big as him and walked in.
The message just says help and then the picture.
This is what's attacking you.
I've deleted my character sheet.
Look at that. All right. Stop. I'm ready. I'm back in.
Somebody delete that, please. Whoever participated in this.
Well, being I have blue, it's not me. Beep, boop, boop, boop. I needed that laugh.
What the fuck just happened? How did you cut my penis? Now, this is what D&D Classic was all about.
This is what we need to podcast. Like, this is what the world needs right now. I love so hard I got lightheaded. Okay, we're mature adult men. Well, some of us are.
This game.
Over the age of 20.
Oh man.
Okay.
I come.
22 years old. You cut my penis.
Who put that on there? Like, where did that come from?
It was just in red text.
I know, that's what's confusing me.
Didn't notice until everything else was gone. Oh, Jesus Christ Almighty! Send my soul to hell, for that's what.
I'm gonna get a drink here in a second after that one.
Are we gonna take our first break already?
Oh no, a few of us went lightheaded on that one. Alright. Serious game face is on.
All right.
We'll be professional for 5 minutes.
So, Siren has a little nubby leg thing. What are you guys going to do to heal him?
I have that book that I can read that
Okay.
can apparently generate. That is literally the size of a series. And I can read it. So, what did I do?
Okay. So, the first thing it mentions is you must have a diamond.
Ow!
Yes.
I need a diamond.
What do you need it for?
The spell component.
For
Mr. Stumpy over here that must have a real leg so he can swim. And it's kind of creepy because he has a baby foot coming out of that nub.
but I never get to do anything.
Just Toss the diamond.
The diamond needs to be worth.
Doesn't explicitly say a value. However, based on what it's stating there, it needs to be worth about $500 or gold pieces.
500 yards for a diamond.
This is my last diamond.
I mean, we all have diamond necklaces in case
Yeah,
of an emergency.
I mean, no, you do. I don't. Because I'm the only one that can cast that spell.
Yes.
Alright, there's your diamond.
Alright, diamond. Okay, what's next?
You put the diamond into a potion of healing.
Does it specifically say which one?
Nope.
I feel like
You look to me, okay, fine.
no, I might have. Do I have healing potion? I have. I know. I gave you one because you got hurt real bad. Oh no, you were like. I thought you were KO'd. Like
No,
mad.
I actually don't have a potion of healing.
You need a potion of healing?
Yeah,
I'm supposed to have one. Why don't I see it on here?
maybe that's the one you gave.
Well, I mean, I thought I had two. The whole thing. Siren, do you have a whole potion of healing?
I do not have a potion of healing. Mind me, I'm sitting with 3.
Okay, like, please.
What do you need?
I need one of those potions of healing.
Here, I have a potion of healing.
And you see me drop a diamond in it. Alright. Now it's gonna shake it, right?
Not yet.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
You need 6 drops of vampire blood.
Mm-hmm. Siren, put this crown back on.
My God.
Okay.
Kidding.
Get remove curse ready.
And 6 drops of the creature who needs the regeneration.
Give me your finger. Siren.
I hold out my finger.
Stab. Drop 1, drop 2, drop 3, drop 4, drop 5, drop 6. There you go. Does anyone have any vampire blood?
I might actually. Let me check.
Oh, it does mention lycanthropy blood can be substituted. Or lycanthrope.
I poke my finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's technically dormant, but
after you do that, the diamond dissolves on its own. And the potion has turned to kind of a blackish, greasy consistency.
we chopped. We what was it? We blended a avocado drink without taking off the skin.
And basically, the book says that the user is to drink, and it can only be followed with water for 24 hours.
All right. You can't eat after you drink this. Just water for 24 hours. And you gotta drink it all at once. This is not a sipper. This is a.
You crushed up the diamond when you put it in there, right?
It dissolved on its own.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's safe to put in my. Okay, well.
No.
We don't know. I'm not gonna lie. You might become lichen. Like, but
You might just fucking die.
oh, you could possibly die.
Right. Okay, well, let's drink it.
Here you go. How does
glad
it
that
taste? How does it taste? What does
Okay.
this taste look like?
Roll a Constitution saving throw, Siren.
I'm gonna make him drink it. Start pumping it back up. That was expensive!
Tape his mouth on it.
This is the most expensive
Okay.
thing you're ever going to drink.
So Siren doesn't throw it up.
He was gonna lick it up if he threw it up.
Ew.
And Siren, you feel kind of funny.
I feel funny.
Only you say that in a kind of babyish voice.
Oh no!
I sound funny.
what do we and what do we see? I don't know who's all watching this.
It's just fed me liquid helium.
Well, Siren looks slightly younger, slightly smaller, but the missing limb does seem to be somewhat sprouting.
It's a baby, a secret.
Kung Fu baby.
I lick my lips. No.
Somebody wet my pants.
He kind of looks like a baby.
In my belly. I look at Vax and I go into patient defense. As a baby.
I'm seriously contemplating drinking a potion of Storm Giant Strength.
If I see you do that, I'm gonna give a serum potion of Storm Giant Strength, and you can sort it out that way.
Why is this baby overpowering?
He doesn't go back to a baby state, but he does appear slightly younger, a little bit smaller.
Is he? So we're talking teenage pre-growth spurt.
It sort of depends. It technically knocks 5 years off.
But
He's an elf.
5 years, human years, or 5 years as in relative to elf years?
It just says 5 years.
I think it's just 5 years. Not like.
Yeah, not 50 years.
What would have happened if I drank it?
Assuming you survived the drink.
Eh.
Which he succeeded. It's just the base 10.
Oh god, that was a little close.
That's me here. I need another diamond.
I don't have any!
And you.
And I also don't have a third of a spell slot.
Actually, that would have made him dead.
Well,
It does say
I'm
at the
glad
very
that
bottom.
you chose that over the robot arm or leg that I could have made for you.
I know. I think the robot leg is the next would have been the better option.
Hey, it worked.
How about we read the warnings before we make the drink next time?
They put the warnings after the spells.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, so you're a little bit younger.
Yeah, the side effects and warnings are afterwards.
Yeah. What was it written in anyway?
It was actually written mostly in Ogre.
An ogre? That explains the consistency. So, that was an ogre potion. Does he look a little lycanthropy-ish?
No.
We'll find out in next full moon.
But he does have the urgency, or not urgency, what is it?
Urge?
Compulsion to lick his own genitals.
Well, I do that anyway. So.
There you go.
He does that every morning, sometimes twice a day. Well, then
works. I've definitely tasted things better.
And like, just make sure you only drink water for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, basically everything you've ever tasted has tasted better.
Just like Mom used to make.
Alright, we got that issue solved. Alright, Al. I guess you can get back to your research.
And a long rest, if you wish.
Yep.
Yes.
If anyone needs a long rest,
please.
You got 24 hours to wait this out.
You have time to bust out that ammo, Al.
What am I going to make in 24 hours?
A toe?
Alright, how much does it cost?
Depends on which toe.
Let's just say, from now on, I'm spending 100 gold on parts working towards. We'll come up with a price that I need to reach for something I have in mind.
Okay.
But for now, I'm just gonna hit the long rest button.
Is it two arms and 2 legs?
Just spares.
Oh, yeah. I need to look up something.
I guess while everyone's sleeping, I'll go take a look around. And last time I was here, I didn't get really a chance to explore it before I got sent on my way. But I will definitely take that long rest.
What?
I'm saying I'm gonna definitely take that long rest, but I'm gonna take a look around.
To me.
Yeah, I don't think you got hurt almost at all.
I don't think I was in the last session, remember?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about your guy. I don't think got hurt at all.
He didn't make it up. Well, he got...
That's okay. I probably didn't even get close to the enemy, so...
No, you made it.
Actually, he might have gotten hurt. I know he took some damage from the fireball.
Which one?
Well, there was the one where all of you were kind of clumped together and got hammered by the drow wizard.
Oh shit! I forgot I have the spell
And after Al finishes his long rest, Al stumbles upon the Book of the Artificer.
Uh-oh. Book of...
Do not add that to your inventory, by the way. Well, the book is roughly 12 foot tall.
Damn it.
And 6 foot wide. That is closed.
Damn it.
Do you need help?
I need a ladder, which I have in my inventory. The 14-foot ladder. How high was it?
12 foot tall.
Damn it. Okay. I gotta climb it with my ladder.
Okay. You manage to get the cover open, and it goes into the manufacturer of critters.
Critters.
And that's chapter 1.
I'm going to look at the index.
It's like, check the table of contents.
It goes into how to make an arm, torso, legs, how to make multi-leg creatures.
I could have a robot horse. Finally, a horse that can support my weight.
It even includes how to make sentient machinations.
That one. Back to my roots.
And, of course, the third or fourth page into that starts discussing how to create a Warforged.
Orin. Written by Al. Alright, I'm gonna... I'll have to come back to this book.
That's fine. Anybody else doing anything?
I gotta look for whatever something interesting that I would have
interesting too.
Yeah, it's like whatever my character would find interesting.
What'd your character find interesting?
Yeah, you're going to have to be way more specific. Because just about probably every book in this place is going to be something interesting.
I'm going to look for info on the things that I have.
I'm actually similar. I gotta look for like a Godslayer sword or info on Godslayer swords or how to make Godslayer swords.
Okay. Oh. Vex, do you have the name of your teeth?
Yeah, I got it. Somewhere I do. Feral fangs.
That's it. Okay. So, you do find a book that is labeled The Circle of Fang. And it appears to be somewhat of a history of a group of druids that had a savage and vicious nature.
Sounds right up my alley.
In fact, it talks about one of the sections is flesh of your enemies.
Yep. I do that all the time. I will definitely read this book.
Okay. Over time, you read how one of the members, basically, they were almost wiped out completely by the drow. But a surviving member had been imprisoned in the Underdark, and they even actually applied physical pressure to his body. And after years of all of this torture and stuff, through discipline and training of his own body, became an apex predator in the Underdark.
I need to eat me a predator.
And go look for
the
source of them teeth.
The fangs are actually were removed from him while he was in a wild shape, and the drow converted the fangs into an insertable mouthpiece.
That sounds familiar.
Really? Why does it sound familiar?
Because that's fucking what you have.
Yeah, that was the point of me looking for this book.
I didn't know you were joking.
Sir, how many things were there that they made?
12 sets.
12 sets. I only have one. I have one set, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to find 11 other sets.
So basically, they literally broke out all of this guy's teeth and used all his teeth to make these sets.
Sounds delicious.
It does say that overconfidence in the sharpness of the teeth, however, typically leads to the ultimate demise of the wearer.
You only live once.
All right.
Nothing about where to find any of the teeth? Where they last at?
So there are 3 creatures that are known to have sets outside of the Underdark. One is a Ravager, who apparently is also in possession of the Hand of Vecna. A Goblin Druid, who apparently lives in a mountain and nobody's been able to get him out. And a Wandering Bard Tiefling.
Okie dokie.
And he's known to frequent the towns of the Sword Coast.
Oh, Lord. That's probably easy to find.
The rest are still in the vaults of Loth.
Alright, who wants to plan a heist?
We also lost our way to the last semi-demon we fought.
I didn't lose my leg.
Okay, then you can go do your heist.
Alright, we're going to be dealing with anything with Loth. I need to get that sword.
Let's focus on the sword for right now.
Okay.
Well, we'll find out what books I found, but yeah, I mean, we can get that sword from that black dragon that you're able to summon back. If we want to start dealing with some heavy Loth stuff.
Well, I don't think I should summon it here.
I don't think it could get in here.
I don't think so.
I feel like it would be like a bird hitting a windshield.
Oh, we got in here.
Okay.
Because I got us in here.
Mm-hmm. So you can get us in here, but a dragon can't get in here?
Exactly, yes.
Let's see.
I'm literally allowed to come here.
Are we allowed to come here?
You're technically my guest.
Oh, okay. Well, that's convenient.
Yes.
I mean, wouldn't the dragon also be our guest?
No.
Be our guest.
What's
Be our
the-
guest.
Well, how do we determine what is a guest and what isn't a guest?
Guests are invited.
Well, aren't we inviting the dragon if we're summoning?
I am not inviting a big black acid spewing dragon into a library.
Why not?
Have you looked at these books?
They're books, yes.
We're in the library of Gillian.
Who?
Who?
Gillian.
Saying the name over doesn't help.
I don't know, you guys do history checks. I'm gonna
I auto-fail history checks.
Actually, you would not auto-fail this. And religion check. I don't know why I say history. Religion check. And I'm gonna copy and paste the information.
DM,
Yes.
should I roll religion check? Or do I automatically fail this because it's not Eberron?
Actually, you should probably roll a history check because this individual would also be a god in Eberron.
Does Al know something?
Can I just copy and paste it now?
Sure.
Alright. Oh wow, everyone's getting real high.
They're doing well.
Yeah.
Wait,
No waiting.
Why is there a second one?
Mousy says no shit.
Okay, cool. Class, here's your homework today.
Knowledge. For the sake of the YouTube thing, I'm going to read it out loud.
Read it in a serious, scary voice.
Go ahead.
Gillian, also known as the Book, the Sage, and the Grey Voyager, represents the god with the force of knowledge. He supports the growth of the soul through attaining knowledge and experience. He is the holder of Tobro, which contains the divine plan of the High God for the world. He is the patron of sages, librarians, and scholars. He is the leader of the gods of balance. He supports free will and individual choice for all individuals of Kryn. He is one of the first gods to be called out of the beyond and is on equal power with Takhisis of Paladine. A legend of him states that the High God commanded Gillian to ensure his own existence by raising the soul of a mortal scholar who would one day become him, an ontological paradox of sorts. That scholar is most likely Hastinus, who watches over the great library of Palanthas and scribes all history as it happens. Gillian is a mediator between the gods of good and evil, siding against the factions that threaten the balance. All of the gods of neutrality look to him for help and advice, and the gods of light often do the same in hopes he will side with them. The gods of evil manipulate situations to present Gillian with a case where he can only side with them. His celestial symbol is the constellation Book of Souls. What a nerd. Alright, so what about him?
That's you said yes who he was, and there he is.
Yeah, but why were we talking about him?
Oh, this is his library.
Yeah, apparently he doesn't want to invite a dragon here.
Why?
What was the attendant's name? Anthony?
It's fucking written in there.
Grunt.
I'm wondering if this is the same one, or if this is a new, or if it's a different person now.
The current attendant's name is Grunt.
Grunt,
Yes.
is it okay we bring a black acid dragon in here?
Are you insane?
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, there's your sign.
Don't put this on me. This was your idea.
I didn't say bring a black dragon in here. You're asking why.
That's literally what you just said.
I said we are not inviting a black dragon in
I
here.
told you that was a bad idea, and then here you are asking for permission.
No, I'm just pointing out that it ain't happening.
Grunt points at Swift
Very
thing.
smart, are you?
What are you playing at, sir?
Is he asking me or them?
You.
I was like, right. There was a discussion about getting an item from a certain black dragon, and I'm not inviting him in here.
Well, I would think not.
You're the only one talking about inviting him in here.
A sense deceit. I'm not the one that you have to lie to. It's him. I have no idea how well he sees lies.
Grunt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Grunt sees lies pretty easily.
Then why are we having this conversation?
But at this point, he should be looking at y'all, not me. So, yeah, we're not inviting a dragon in here.
Okay,
Sorry.
well,
Yes.
what are we doing then?
I'm looking at your leg. Well, we're waiting for that to finish growing. Anyway, I'm gonna go back looking for a sword that can maybe help us with the situation.
You find a book.
Alrighty.
The book is titled Faithus, the Godslayer.
How do we spell this out?
Here, I will. Phenomena.
Faith. Paste. Copy. Any details on where it's located?
Let's take a look. Facts. Sentience, personality, or
Phenomena. Does anyone else need some research? Sir, do you need to look up anything?
I don't think this Heron can read.
I can read.
Can you?
Yes.
What's this say?
What's what say?
You can't read.
I can read.
Are we talking like I can read as in a grade school level, or I can read at a college level?
What's grade school?
The weapon is currently held by Grumsh.
Right, Grumsh, the big god, or no, Grumption is the little guy. Is the little guy, right?
Yes.
It looks like I need to go talk to him.
Good luck with that.
Well, a good backup plan is that loft blade, or the anti-loft blade.
What? My swords aren't good enough for you?
A big god-killing sword.
You haven't let me try.
Let's have them try.
Yeah, I was like,
can do it.
like literally, this is gonna be one of the best places short of a forge domain.
I'm sure there's a book in here that tells us how to make a god-killing blade.
I'm gonna look for a book on Kalsagoth.
I'm sorry, you're looking for a book on what?
My deity, the King Fire Elemental.
Lore dump episode.
You don't need to tell me anything about it. I want to avoid this conversation.
No, I think it's great. I like lore dump episodes. I am not Travis Willingham, who dies on shopping episodes and lore dump episodes.
Ah, I haven't seen the latest episode.
That has nothing to do with the latest episode.
Shut up!
I haven't actually watched the latest episode either.
You don't find a book, you do find a scroll.
Boy. I pull it down like a cat with, trying to pull down toilet paper. I use my ladder.
Okay.
You did how?
You notice it since it has the holy symbol of the twinning red flames. As you start to read it, it basically goes into how he is not considered to be a true god, but a primordial elemental whose power rivals that of a true deity. Let's see. The other three primordials are well known for their relative silence when it comes to communications with their worshippers.
Don't say nothing.
Red Wizards of Thay worship Koseth, and the Flaming Brazier of Eltabar. After death, bodies of the worshippers are cremated. There are 4 churches to this deity: the Burning Braziers, the Black Flame Zealots, Brothers and Sisters of the Pure Flame, and the Order of the Salamander.
Which one do you belong to? So
And I wouldn't remember, so.
He's like, I don't know. Well, I guess next question: do you want us to burn you when you die,
Yes.
and not let Vex try to eat you?
I don't think Vex could eat me. I'm not edible.
Yeah, I don't think Vex considers him food anyway.
I could try. He's like, have you ever seen a dog with a chew toy?
Let's see. He dwells in the Crimson Pillar, 10-mile-wide globe made of primordial fire that floats over the sea of fire on the plane of fire. It is said that the blue-white flames of the pillar give off a heat that makes the rest of the plane seem chilly by comparison.
That's hot. That's fucking sunlight. Jeez, my whole computer just... What just happened?
Did it lock up on you or something?
It kind of.
Okay.
Do.
There's not a lot else there other than it talks about, the various clerics and monks and other worshippers.
Okay. I'm not sure what I'm looking for right now. So I'll put a bookmark in it.
Path away.
I guess I got my quest. I'll send it to you in a message after the game.
Okay.
Nice.
Asirin, besides playing with your somewhat growing leg,
I wanted to do some research on if I could find anything about the Angels of Asmodeus and Ronan in particular.
okay.
Are you going to be asking us to bring you books?
Well, Grunt's still there, so.
Oh, you're going to ask Grunt, yeah. He's nice.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll ask him where I would find such a thing.
He kind of scratches his chin for a little bit. He's thinks about it. It's like, well, I think I know where this one book might be. And as you watch, he climbs up several ladders pretty high up into the library. You hear him whisper some words, and he comes down with a book that would be normal size for you guys. It's like,
You go, where did you find a normal book?
That is a tiny book. Alright. I guess, relatively speaking.
so the book basically starts out with some of the history of Asmodeus, and then goes, and the book is actually the, let's see. Oh, this is the Fiendish Codex, 2nd edition.
Okay.
According to the Codex, it says how Asmodeus began as a servant of lawful gods. Asmodeus is described in some versions as an angel. He was the bravest, toughest, fiercest, and most beautiful of angels. And he and many other angels were created to fight the demons in the abyss. After eons of fighting these creatures in the abyss, Asmodeus and his fellow angels began to change and take more of the appearance of the demons they were fighting than of their original creations. Eventually, the gods put Asmodeus and his fellows on trial and cast them out of the upper planes. However, he effectively and correctly stated that he and his fellows had not violated any laws and sued for access to the upper planes and honors to which they were entitled.
If he was right, then why didn't they let him?
Actually, they do. He is actually a member of the Council of Worms.
Oh.
Asmodeus created Bator. And Bator started torturing souls in some of the sections of the upper planes. They once again tried to remove Asmodeus, but because he allowed the tortured souls to continue, he wound up offering the gods an alternative, and that was to give him the power to create his own plane of existence with which to harbor these souls and remove the devils from the upper realms and move them into the plane that he created.
Okay. So, reading through this, I'm assuming that Ronan was one of the original angels that served with Asmodeus.
Yes.
So he's basically just as old and maybe even nearly as powerful as him.
Probably.
Okay. All right. That's all Syrian's going to be doing.
Yeah.
At the moment.
It goes on to state that the gods found the initial arrangement agreeable. Eventually, they realized that fewer and fewer souls were ascending to the upper planes, and that Asmodeus was deliberately tempting mortals to damnation. At one point, they followed Bator and found, basically stumbled into the nightmarish world of endless suffering, filled with countless new devils. And
how does one stumble into...
When called into account for his actions, Asmodeus uttered the famous words, "Read the fine print."
What were you saying, Ryan? How do you stumble into what?
How does one stumble into the new plane of evil?
Yeah, shit. Wrong turn. Must have been back at that gas station.
Albuquerque, no.
Almost.
All right.
And Malcius can't get his mission.
That seems like a good place to take a break.
Time for alcohol. Alcohol.
Very thirsty. So what are we going to do with this new information? So, who's up for fighting a demon? I think my computer just died. There we go. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Have alcohol.
Have milk.
Pour salt. I have orange and pineapple cider.
That doesn't even sound remotely good.
It actually pretty is when you mix them together. I was introduced to it at Brentfest, so. Who's all back, or is it just us right now?
I think it's just you and me.
I hear noises.
So,
We got a Hans.
that's me.
Yep. How does blood orange and pineapple cider sound to you?
Pretty good.
Anthony did not approve of it.
I mean, it might be like a bit. It depends. I think if it was like subtle accents, it'd be okay. Actually, a blood cider pineapple ale would be better. Actually, now that I think about it, like a citrus-based cider is kind of weird. But I'd at least try it.
It's not very sweet. That's the plus side.
I like a tropical mojito.
Yeah.
You said, what about mojito?
Tropical flavored mojitos.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Here in Arizona, we have a local brewery that makes a pineapple ale, and it's actually really good. And I don't really like pineapple that much in general. I'm drinking this orange blossom ale that's also
Wheat based or more hop based?
It's like a.
I guess
I have to look, but I would say it's a lager. It's like an orange blossom lager. It's really easy to drink, which is why I get it. It's kind of like my go-to when I don't really feel like anything in particular.
You just want kind of it's a little bit of alcohol to kind of relax with and things.
Yeah, it's just like something that I have. I don't really like in the summertime when it gets real hot. I don't really drink stouts very often because I'm sweating enough as it is. Yeah. In the summertime, I drink a lot of stuff like that and a lot of pilsners.
Hey, I'm heating up some food. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Be right there, I guess.
What was that? Who was that? Was that Ryland?
No, that was me.
That was the mad. What mad scientist just left?
That was probably my dad.
That was a good hearty laugh.
Something was funny.
Does anyone know what the potion of longevity does? I'm just sitting here looking at what we have.
Potion of longevity, I think, is like I don't know. I'm assuming it's like something to do with lifespan or maybe some sort of healing thing.
Let's see.
When you drink this potion, your age is reduced by a d6 plus 6 years.
Okay. Certain people should stay away from that thing.
Each time you subsequently drink a potion of longevity, there is a 10% cumulative chance that instead you age by a d6 plus 6 years.
Huh. Lovely.
Yes.
Who
So
does not age well?
I mean, I'm an elf, and I have that mask that makes me pretty much live forever.
As long as we don't put the vampire crown on you again.
I think this time I can beat it. This time I can win.
Oh, you want to try another go at it? Huh?
We'll just keep trying until we win. We gotta clear it.
Vampire crown. We have. I have the crown of Strahd because we tried to use that to regenerate his leg, and it started to work. Except he lost the saving throw to
What saving throw is it?
Intelligence, I think.
Yeah. Which
charisma.
The serum's intelligence isn't bad, but I'm not proficient in it. So.
Yeah, you rolled kind of bad, to be honest.
I rolled real bad, and I'm imagining it's probably a high DC. If I had to guess.
And that wasn't even the saving throw to actually possess you.
Oh, okay. Well, so it's a whole battle.
There was assumption that it was Strahd.
Yeah, we're not really sure, but I put it on and then immediately was taken over and was going to eat all my friends.
Awesome.
Yeah.
He thought I looked tasty.
That's a compliment. Somebody would say I look tasty.
He thought Vax was going to look good on a barbecue.
You look tasty.
I look extra tasty now. I got that stupid Gwen Stefani song stuck in my head for some odd reason.
Well, I can swap that song.
What song you got stuck in your head?
It's Friday.
I got Holla Back Girl.
Ain't no holla back girl.
I'm back. Exactly. That's what I have.
Do 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 do
I'm back.
do.
All right, it's time.
Yes.
It's time.
And I will
Todd Brown.
I will let Wade do a search, no matter where you guys end up at the end of the night. So we will cover Mousius. Anyway, proceed with any plans.
So, do we want to try and bargain with that dragon for that sword? That's all I got, man.
I'm still wondering about these mages, so you're like 10 steps ahead of me.
I mean, the red mages?
Actually, the Conclave is, I think, what he's referring to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of a conclave called, like, what was it, the Wizards, Druids, Sorcerers Conclave? Was that the name of it?
I know of a conclave that sort of sounds like that.
Yeah, apparently, like, they like to send notice if you're a spellcaster of some sort.
And then not tell you where to find them.
Yeah, they're kind of dicks about that. Like, we're gonna send a bounty on you if you do not come to us and do some sort of test. Oh, by the way, click.
Oh, you guys haven't passed your test for magic using.
The fuck is that?
Well, over time, the wizards, druids, and other magic-y types discovered that it's not good to have magic in the hands of complete idiots.
Well, there goes us. Too late.
Yep.
So, to weed out, and by weed out, I do mean kill, they devised a series of tests. And the first test is you have to find them.
Is there a map to them from here?
Maybe.
Because technically, if we research it and find them, would that not be finding them?
No. The nature of the test, basically, if you were to read an existing map, they would not be in that location anymore.
So if we ask someone, would the same thing happen?
I think so. Because that happens all the time.
You just tell them where it's at.
No, because apparently we need to find them without finding them.
Well, part of finding them is, knowing how to be intelligent, and why not just ask somebody?
Well, the problem is if we ask someone, their location moves.
Not my problem. I'm not a man.
My God.
Say what? What'd you say, Al?
I could ask Kasuth.
Hey, if you can commune with him, go for it.
I'm still picking out my spells for the day, so.
Let's mention it. So am I. Oh, I'm done already.
I look at Grant as would asking God be cheating.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over whatever's.
Fuck off.
If we ask a god, would that be considered cheating, Grant? Or godlike being?
I do not know.
So we can't use a map. We can't ask someone, but did he leave a coin behind or something?
No.
What? You mean like these?
Did it look like Cobalt Soul coins?
Cobalt Alley coins?
Yeah, Cobalt Alley.
Yeah, he's got a whole bag of them.
I showed my two. I was like, I got two of them.
Really? Want to play?
You guys are idiots.
No. No, I do not.
I don't suppose you have any incense that I can buy.
I can give you some incense. You don't have to buy it.
Do you have 25 gold worth?
Sure.
As he opens the pantry.
He just rummages around in a bag, pulls out about half of a square bale. Is this enough?
I'll buy that off of you.
I have no need for your money.
I show him. Yeah. I show him the crown. Can I wager this? in Cobalt Alley?
Do you really want to give that to someone?
And so I wager it with.
Wait, what is that doing here?
We found it, and I tried destroying it, and it didn't work. So here we are. I already tried destroying it. Unless you know how to do that, I was gonna ask, can I wager this in Cobalt Alley?
I think you should leave now.
Do I have those incense?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
first you talk about trying to summon a black dragon here. Now you hold up a crown of one of the princes of the apocalypse.
So you're saying Gillian wouldn't want this?
No, he knew.
I'm trying to get rid of or destroy this thing. Just help me out. Can I just wager this thing in Cobalt Soul and get rid of it?
No.
Damn it.
You have tokens. Didn't anybody explain it to you how it works?
Yeah, hit the token, go wager part of your soul. I didn't know this thing counted as a soul.
Oh. Oh, I guess I could see your confusion there. Get out.
I'll be back.
The nerve of that guy. Summoning dragons and waving around evil objects.
You said it.
Wait a minute. As I pop right back in, honey, I'm home.
Thought I told you to get out.
Apparently, every time I say home, I come back here.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be inconvenient. Huh? Huh? He's not denying it. Oh. So says home, he comes back here. I accuse him of being Gillian. He doesn't deny it.
You accuse who of being Gillian?
The guy who says home and comes back here.
Oh, Swiftfang.
Faith. Or fate.
Yep. Not quite. That would be amazing, though.
Now you're just like, I don't believe him.
Insight check.
So it's about the dudes. You gotta let me click fast enough. Does anyone want to aid me on an insight check?
No. Oh, I'm talking to God.
He's talking to his god.
Yeah, I'll help. All right.
Oh, come on.
Well, you know what? It don't matter. You have better insight than me.
What? I look at Grunt and I just start laughing. I don't know if he laughs with me.
He does not. He looks more like, why is this crazy person here?
I'm gonna move to somewhere where there's not a lot of books and cast divination.
Okay.
Well, back in the bag, this thing goes.
Put you in contact with a god and or a god's servants. You ask a single question. Offers a truthful reply. Reply might be a short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Come on, cryptic rhyme or omen.
If you cast the spell 2 or more times before finishing your next long rest, There's a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading. Okay. So, go ahead.
First of all, Anthony, this is Ryan asking you. What was the name of the conclave?
I gotta look it up.
When the DM has to look it up, you're in the safe zone.
It is the magic. It is officially called the Magic Users Conclave. No,
Where will we
no, I'm sorry. I am sorry about that. That is not right. It is the Conclave of High Sorcery.
Of high sorcery, got it.
I get that sauce on.
Where do we find the conclave of high sorcery?
Okay. Okay.
And it can be either Kazuth himself or another person of Kazuth.
Yes.
A fire elemental shows up in the library.
That's why you wanted to do it away from the books, just in case they incense explode into just a fire elemental who tells me the answer.
Yes. Basically, a lightning bug appears in front of you.
Nice.
And it lands first on your shoulder and then crawls up to your listening holes. And eventually says, for you, you will, shit.
Gotta think of a riddle up on the spot.
Nope. No riddle. Do have to actually have the name of the location. Oh, come on. Load.
You can do this.
You can do it.
You can do it!
All night long. Yeah, it's time to get this monkey off our back, isn't it?
I mean, it'd be a good place to go to literally get prepped for anything that we need to do in the future.
Okay, so it basically whispers to you that you can find the conclave in the Valley of Lost Honor.
Valley of Lost Honor. Great. Someone giving a history lesson to the guy who isn't from this fucking land.
Yes, I'm assuming this guy let us know.
Valley of Lost Honor.
As we roll out a map.
Okay.
Do we want to do a history check for that, Anthony?
You can.
Or we could just kind of search the map. I know we can do that.
Yeah.
Valley of Lost Honor.
Alright.
Now it's a riddle, so
It is not a riddle.
It's not?
It is not a riddle. It is a straight up, straightforward answer.
Is the god a straightforward type of god, or?
Oh, yeah.
So it'd be like asking Grumps, basically. Like, hey, where's this at? Here. I don't got time for riddle shit.
I'll give you a hint. Might want to look at the jungles of Cholt.
I actually think I just found it.
Did you?
Yeah, I was searching at all the left-hand side, and I was like, fucking, it's not the scene Moonshay. I remember seeing it somewhere.
Jungles of
Peaks of Flame, Cobalt Mountain Valley. Oh,
I got it. Bottom left.
There, right there.
Yep. We'll get out of your hair. Is there a teleportation circle somewhere?
There are several.
Any
one that goes to Cholt.
Yeah, goes to jungles of Cholt or near the valleys near there.
There's the one that goes to Thindar.
Don't make me look at the map again.
It's in the south west. No, east. Sorry, southeast of the island.
Oh, Sindal?
It's on the island.
That might be our closest bet. Is that the closest one?
Yes. It's the only one on the island.
Damn it.
All right. Well, we're hoping to miss.
Could be worse. Could be in a jungle somewhere.
The jungles are so humid.
I'm going. You guys, yeah, we're going to the jungles.
Damn it. They're in the trees.
We're gonna get eaten by ants.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
All right.
But,
please show us. We'll get this stuff out of here.
okay. You guys got anything to protect you from wyverns?
I take out my hammer.
I take out my quarterstaff.
I got you a weapon.
Yeah, it's the staff of striking.
Yeah. I like find protection from wyverns, as in to be able to fight them, or like something that says go away.
I have a scroll of Moonbeam.
Darn, I was just about to go to the store to get wyvern spray before we left.
Yeah, that works great. Just makes them kill you faster.
I hear when you see a wyvern, you're supposed to play dead.
When you say that, he just kind of rolls his eyes.
Wear bright colors and have, wyvern spray and play dead.
Say, you guys don't want to leave anything here, do you?
You said no to the crown, so
There's something that you want.
Not particularly, but, if y'all are going to die.
Oh, I thought you were just offering to hold our stuff for us. No, you want things. Okay. I thought it was going to be much nicer.
Well, in memorial.
I have a tankard of truth.
You hear this guy kind of whisper under his breath, "These fucking idiots are gonna die."
Yeah. Is there something you want to tell us about the wyverns of Chult?
Well, you don't encounter, like, a pair of them. You encounter them in the tens and hundreds.
The fuck is wrong with this planet?
If only I still had my spear. Remember, I killed a wyvern with one of those.
He says he killed a wyvern.
You know, you could avoid the wyverns. Just you got to go around the Sand Ranch Mountains.
That was the plan. I don't think we were planning to climb those mountains.
Just be aware that that will add several days onto your trip.
Could be worse.
Also, steer well clear of the peaks of flame.
We could always swim around.
Good.
You could.
Then we have to deal with all the things in the water.
I feel like there's krakens around the ocean there.
Well, you do have a sea elf there who could probably lend you a hand.
Oh, they're kind of useless.
Are there sea elves there?
No, he can't, because he's only got one good leg.
Let's grow it back.
Yes, he has a fresh leg.
Once it's a proper length, then I can swim in a straight line. Besides, will the Warforged sink?
I can walk on the bottom of the water.
So there's actually a sea elf habitat on the south side, almost dead square in the middle. It is well protected from storms.
Where would it be nearby?
A little crooked set of mountains that look like a hook.
This one?
Yep.
Well, let's get there and then we can decide how to do that.
Okay, so you enter the teleport.
Or just get teleported to some random fucking place in the world.
Yeah, well, I don't think he would send us off because we would come like right back. So, gentlemen, are you ready?
It's been an honor working with you. He lied through his teeth.
Yep. as he as he has his fingers crossed behind his back.
Okay.
Is anyone saying no to this plan?
Seems fine to me.
Alright.
If Malcius had any naysays, he would have by now.
I have no idea why inspiration popped up.
He would have said, "How do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?"
Yeah.
Yep. Do we want to go north or do we want to go south? That's the question. So, what do you guys want to do? South or north?
I say north is probably the safest way. But this is Chol. It's a fucking death trap.
Yeah, I know nothing of the lower Cholt in terms of Darko.
I feel like the jungles themselves are going to be a death trap. I think I would rather deal with the ocean and the sands. But I know nothing of this place, so I could be the opposite.
Yeah, we're we're from America. We're traveling to New Zealand to try and figure out there.
I heard they filmed Lord of the Rings there.
They did.
In Cholt.
I think that was Star Wars Episode 1.
You sure?
Yes.
I mean, that's a great movie, too.
Don't lie to me.
Jar Jar Binks is the greatest character ever made.
Ooh, them's fighting
Too bad
ones.
they didn't follow his original storyline as a Sith Lord.
It's too bad that this conversation's happening.
Yes. So you guys teleport?
Well, teleportation circle, so we don't have that risk factor.
No, but mid teleport, you see this.
Why does this happen to me?
I punch it on the way by.
Punch it right in the dick.
And the words coming out of its mouth are, "I will be seeing you again."
Yeah, in your nightmares.
Was that Ronan?
Yes. He seems to be unhappy.
That we took his shit.
Yep.
I mean, we basically kicked him in the dick and ran away.
Wasn't that helmet a helmet of invulnerability?
Yeah, that no one can wear it because we're now evil.
All right.
And to decurse them, we need the home of exalted.
Yep.
Was he trying to challenge us to a rematch or some shit?
No. He's been trying to home in on you. Thindar.
And we were in a dead zone. God's guess only.
Oh, you guys suck.
What do we do?
No,
Just
not
derailed his entire plan again.
no, not you guys. Okay. Always love it when there's a city on the map and nobody has any details about it.
Oh, as in, like, not in lore, really?
Yeah, there's nothing. It doesn't even. It's a capital city, and it's not even described anywhere.
I know it's like they have like dinosaur racing or something like that.
Findal. Let's try a search for that. Okay, Findal. Let's see. Above ground, it was covered by long grasslands. Below ground, however, there were flooded tunnels. Races: humans, gold dwarves, Koito, and Yuan-Ti.
That's a gold dwarf.
A gold dwarf is like expert craftsman. It's like, well, most people live like in most dwarves live in like mountains and stuff. They instead like live with other folk and trade very heavily. At least that's what I can recall.
Yeah. Let's see. The society is a mercantile nation defended by very capable militias and dedicated Yuan-Ti hunters. Potions of blur are common. Blade boots, cutlasses, studded leather are the equipment of the day. There is a psychic seer in the hills of Cytherea.
I don't like the fact her name is Sith. Really?
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Population of this place. Okay. You're looking at a population of about 180,000.
Jesus Christ.
So it's a big city for a medieval city.
That's a massive city for a medieval city.
But it's also the capital city. There are boats to be had for rent. What else?
Actually, may be able to teleport here from now on.
I'm sorry, I gotta step away for a minute, guys.
Cool. Yeah, I can teleport here from now on because there's a teleport circle. Good to know. So did we decide which way we're going?
North.
North? So we didn't want to fight hundreds of wyverns?
I would rather not. If you want to, we can, but
I think we can
sure
take them.
Wade would have choice words if we chose that and died.
David, what's your call? Fight the wyverns? Eat the wyverns?
Eat them.
Oh, this is a side tangent. I did Adventurous League again, Rollin.
How was that?
We had to fight a werewolf.
So when do you roll up your new character?
We had 2 silver daggers.
2. 1 use each.
Yeah, it was like, okay, the monk has one and the barbarian has one. And you casters need to figure shit out.
Yeah, it's not immune to magic damage.
Yeah, it's not. But, like, they were brand new casters. Like, that was their first game, like, basically. And I'm going like, oh, Lord, they don't know how to use their spells. One guy tried to thunder wave us.
Did it work?
There was an explanation that if he launched thunder wave, he would hit all of us.
Did it work?
He changed his mind when he realized he was going to hit all of us.
Did it work?
No, he switched to inflict wounds.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Adventure League has changed up a bit, but I don't know the area you're in. You said you did it years ago, right?
Yeah, I don't plan on doing it again.
It was just that bad of an experience, right?
Kinda.
Mm-hmm.
I might someday, but not for a while.
Interesting. Huh. I'm alive. Kinda.
That was fun.
Yep. Are we planning on shopping in this big city, or are we getting the hell out so we can deal with this and then try to come back to the big city?
Here's the thing: if we leave
Uh-huh.
and don't and just go do our thing,
Mm-hmm.
what are the chances this city's gonna be there when we come back?
This is true, so we can decide. I don't know. Do you guys, as a group, decide that we want to try and shop and see if we can get stuff here? Okay, I can't think of anything. Look at the magic. There's one thing I would want to buy, and it's not even for me. Yeah, but I'm not. I don't know. Like I said, unless they got some really good godlike weapons, I don't know what else to buy.
What am I waiting on again? Someone please?
Anthony.
The
Yeah. I'm kind of out of it. My cold is getting worse by the second.
Yeah, you're a little bit more quiet than normal.
at least there's no poop.
I'm married Papa John. Watch me shit on people's head.
I still have the parasol.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I think I'm gonna call it there for tonight. I'm getting sick to my stomach.
Oh, okay. So go pick up here or whenever in Theridin or whatever.
So
Zendar.
next week we're out 2 players at least.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here next week.
Yeah, and the chances of me coming in are very small.
So,
Or rather, I'll be either very late or not showing up at all.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm in that same boat.
Yeah, we'll see if everybody else shows up. I'll give you guys the choice. We can either have you control these 2 guys, or maybe we do a one-off. We'll have to do something for Wade anyway, because he's going to have to be given the opportunity to go through the library. So,
Okay.
anyway, have a good week, guys.
Yeah, you go feel better, and David, you go rest too.
All right, have a good week.
Take care.
Bye.
See ya.